Warning, this podcast contains bad words and stories about drugs and sex and overthrowing the government. Proceed with caution. Thank you. And now on to our show. Wake up, brother, we got nothing to do. Let's go outside, just me and you, and build a fort. We'll pack a lunch, won't be home till after dark. Then after dinner we can sneak back out. You know that high school girl I've been telling you about? Well, she gets undressed about 8:45, and we can watch her do it from the big old pine next door. She got a room on the second floor. Well, looks like another fucked up day in paradise.
Daughter of Godcast, Season 4, Choice, and this is episode 1319. It's a palindrome episode, 131, woo! 9, the title of this episode, as in 9 days to go until the dog screener iteration 1 is burned, slid into a FedEx envelope, and sent off. Hooray! I need 2 business days for transit to make the entry deadline, and so that's kind of right down to the wire. Yeah. The next couple of podcast episodes are going to be short and sweet, this one and the next one, as you might expect, because 9 days to go. 9 days, that's why. Okay? So what's the plan, Dan? What's the plan? Well, Wednesday, Bree and I are building the poop composting set for the big boat in support of Paul's pipe exploit, which the character Jerry deploys after discovering that the intelligence of the mycelium is the key to breaking the strong encryption on the Mediatronic relief boxes. What the hell am I talking about? Well, it's obliquely explained on https://y.movie. That's why.movie. If you're not afraid of spoilers and can click the search icon, but I'd advise against it. Just wait for the movie. I mean, there's a lot of secrets there. Yes. Some of them are clearly explained. Some are a little bit foggy, to say the least. But resist the temptation to go to y.movie and poke around there. You have free will. You're not predestined. No, you can do whatever you want. You can go to y.movie and poke around there to your heart's content, all however many words there are, 200,000 words of it. Buried deeply buried. But the poop composting set story is not about the movie, actually. It's about Bree helping me to build a functional poop composting bins, because it's just as easy to build functional poop composting bins as it is to build fake ones. And we need poop composting bins anyway here in the Dan Kelly universe. I'm proud of Bree, because poop composting is not something that she could have even imagined taking on a few years ago. And I haven't told her I haven't told her what we're doing yet. But I'm confident that she'll woman up to the job, because she's blooming like crazy lately, that Bree. So cool. So then we've got to rush back after we build the poop composting bins. We've got to rush back to the casa to catch a big delivery from B&H Photo Video in Manhattan, and also I think they have a warehouse in Brooklyn, New York City. A few more chunks of production gear to pull off 11th hour miracles. Yeah, just showing up tomorrow afternoon, or Wednesday afternoon, I should say, if this is whenever you're listening to this, Wednesday the 27th. Thursday will most likely be a compositing day, as opposed to composting. A compositing day, the flying wall, which is going to be put together got the shots, got the drone shots, and then I'm going to put the drones in the drone shot, different kind of drones, but whatever. And then the jetliners in the swamp, and a ubiquity of abandoned armor, strikers, and what else? What other things? I almost had it. Abrams. There we go. Strikers and Abrams and Humvees. Oh my. And let's see here. What else? Oh, so in Friday I expect delivery of a miniature acoustic torture device that Greg is scratch building for the project, along with the updated Cyber Hobby M1A2 Abrams. And then Melanie will be dropping off her weird science props, and then helping to record sound with Lena, who is in town for a gig that she's playing at St. Ambrose, and she generously accepted an invitation to be a character in the tribal, archaic revival poetry slam that's part of the movie. Say what? Say what? And that's just the next few days. So there's your proof. Things are hotting up on the Daughter of God and the Daughter of Godcast. And so enough of me now. I gotta go. I'm in the bathtub. I gotta go now. Got bathtub things to do. Here's some select moments. From recent crucial phone conversations.
Like, what is a screener?
So the screener is kind of a shorthand for saying the thing that the film festival is going to look at to decide whether they want the movie to be in their festival or not. So it's basically the movie.
Is it a person, or is it a?
It's the movie. A screener is a version of the movie that is.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it's maybe a version of the movie that's not quite completely finished, but it's good enough for them to make a decision.
Do you have that? Do you have a screener?
No.
Well, why not?
Well, because let me put it this way. I have a screener that I made a long time ago, but the most recent version is still like in pieces all over the fucking computer. It's got to be assembled.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been fully put together in one. It's kind of all over.
Yeah, and that also the point of why I can't just sit down and do that today, or I could do that today, but there's still a lot of pieces that I want to include, and I'm trying to evaluate what I can wrap up between now and the time I've got to get this thing in the mail.
Oh, because I'm sort of interested in where you're at and what's happening, and if you're gonna get it done, because I really want you to. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get something done for sure.
Okay.
Whether or not Ken is gonna be like, this is enough for us to let this guy in, or to, I don't know, because again, Ken is super competitive, and there's gonna be a lot of really great films submitted there. Right. The hope that what we're going on here is the idea that they'll see this and be like, wow, this is so different from anything we've ever seen. We want this in. So that's basically the only prayer we have at this point, because it's going to whatever they get is going to still be quite far from the finished product.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Good. I mean, whatever. I'm just hoping. I'm just like the clock in my head is ticking, going. Is it done? Is it ready? Will it be ready? Like, that's just. But it sounds like something's gonna be ready either way.
That's right. No, something for sure will be ready, and it has to be ready on the 7th of February to make it there in time for the deadline. So.
Right.
Yeah. So today's the 24th, the 25th today. What is it? 25th?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's the 24th today.
Yeah, 24th. Okay, so that means that we have 4 days to the end of February, and then 7 more days after that. So 11 days left. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I know, it's got to get in. It's got to be submitted, because that's just it has to.
Yeah, it's gonna. Well, without doubt, it's gonna be submitted, and we'll just see, or it's gonna be entered.
Yes.
And then we'll see. We'll just see what happens. Yeah, we'll just Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shut up, Ron. He's laughing at me, my dumb laugh.
Whatever. All right, I love you.
All right, exactly.
Yeah. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 or not.
Good, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Whoa there, Steve Ziliak. What's going on?
Oh, man.
Crazy.
Look at this.
Wait, what was the question?
You lucky.
What was the question, Your Honor?
Freedom of speech, sir. I have freedom to think and do.
And be whoever you want to be. That's absolutely right. I've just checked the Constitution, and you're exactly right. That's exactly true, precisely. Well, yeah, here we are in 2000.
Pretty much that.
What?
Pretty much that.
What?
What?
Say it again. Oh, I'm. Hey, can I record you? Is that okay?
That's a slavery. Yeah, you want to do it, right? You want to record?
Well, if we start talking
You want
about
to put my
something,
jacket on?
yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
this is a historic conversation that we're having here.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's do the update. What's the deal with you? You're living in Vancouver?
You better record me saying I do.
Oh yeah,
Before you
Steve
stick
Ziliak.
your-
Steve Ziliak, may I record you, sir?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's
I got
it.
my duffel coat on. Don't worry. I got my. Okay.
For use in all media in the entire universe now and forever. Amen.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
The weapons that were turned
Yep.
on him were physical disease, emotional trauma, and spiritual injury. So I wrote those down as a list in a way of the types of things he might be trying to create, to make,
Mm-hmm.
And, I've been seeing these things as sort of transmitters / receivers, for information and for reaching out and that kind of thing.
He may have been, for a while before he made the fungus breakthrough, he may have been trying to figure out a way to break into the boxes, because he knew he had some clear idea that they were
Yeah.
communicating with each other. That was his assumption, but he couldn't figure out how to. So these are all really fun because he's exploring these other access points, dead birds, bones or whatever, and then the mushrooms kind of clue him in, and then he's like, oh. And that's the breakthrough. Did I tell you this whole thing? I wrote a whole thing about the boxes and the mushrooms.
Yeah, the thing about the oyster mushrooms, though, I mean, they do they grow on wood, so the box would work for that. But I just wonder if they'd be popping up everywhere. You know what I was thinking, and it's not psilocybin, but honey mushrooms.
What are those?
They grow here, and they grow a lot of places. They are a very aggressive.
I'm just gonna look that up. Keep going.
Parasitic mushroom.
Okay.
That's edible and really good. I eat them.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't know the scientific name, but honey mushroom will mostly get you that one. And they come up in clusters. They look, like this basically. They're a mushroom on a stalk. They come up in clusters at the base of trees,
Yep.
around the base of things, and they're just real prolific.
A few hundred wonders to manifest yet. Thanks for being you. And do drop by. Do drop us a comment. Do drop by dog.movie and drop us a comment or via email at dog.movie. That's THE at dog.movie. Show us your shine. Even if you don't, just by listening, you're already collaborating on what is possibly the very first open source feature, a crowd-created post-apocalyptic romantic comedy with already 2.5 websites. By your attention alone, you've declared your affinity with and membership in a motley crew of merry freaks and misfits, sharing the love drug. Love.